the stuff that they used to build back in sort of the good old days, if you will. Waffle irons and toasters and malt makers and all that kind of stuff. I mean, that's just like the cars, it was all built to last. These things are just as good and just as reliable today as they ever were, albeit most of the stuff that still exists needs some help, and that's kind of what we're getting into is finding this stuff. And whether it be somebody comes in to see us and says, gee, this was my grandma's malt machine, can you get it running again? Or whether it be us going out and finding a old Sunbeam waffle maker from the mid-50s and refurbishing it and making sure the heating element works and redoing the grids and rechroming and polishing and painting and all that kind of stuff. That's what we're going to be doing, is bringing all this old stuff back to life, so that not only is it preserved, but that people might actually stand a chance of using some of it. There are, a fair number of folks out there that appreciate this stuff and appreciate what it is and how it was made and the sort of reliability and the solidarity of it. And instead of going and buying, some cheap plastic piece of crap waffle iron from Walmart, they would rather spend some more money and get something that has, the style and the class and the reliability. And, this will be the last waffle iron you ever buy. We want to see people, driving their cars. To me, it's a shame when somebody has some old classic car or an antique automobile. And I do understand that, a 1910 Model T is probably not the best car to go to work in every day, but it's a shame when these things sit year-round in somebody's garage and never get touched and never get seen, and once a year they get pulled out and dusted off and putted down to a car show, and that's the only time they ever see the light of day. We really want to see and encourage folks and have them use this stuff more and have them use it for what it was for. A car is only a car if you drive it.
So this is the shop, Sawyers Vintage Service. Come on in. In here we have what is soon to be our showroom. We just finished painting it. Pretty soon we will have a large display case on this wall here containing some of the items that we'll have for sale. Our sales counter is going to be in this area here. A little bit of seating, some displays, that kind of thing. Over here we have what will be storage and future projects and that kind of thing. This here is a 1931 Model A Ford Coupe on a 32 Ford chassis. It doesn't look like much right now, but this is my next hot rod project. Over here on the shelves we can see some of our inventory items that we'll be restoring and selling. We have some vintage and antique AM tube radios, also a few AM FM radios, and a whole collection of waffle irons and toasters and assorted kitchenalia. Down below all of that fun stuff, we have a few antique farm engines, pumps and things that we'll also be restoring. And over here we have a couple of hot rod engines for future projects. This here is my 51 Ford Victoria Coupe, or sedan, excuse me. It's in okay shape, but she's destined for a full overhaul here before too terribly much longer. And this is my very first car. Yet another future restoration project. It was restored originally about 15 years ago, originally purchased when I was 8. This area here will be our machine shop and more major restoration area. This is where we'll do engine builds, transmissions, things of that nature. Much more of the intricate stuff will happen back here after it's been removed. As you can see, it's still a bit of a work in progress, so we'll be revisiting this later. And out here is our main work area, the North Garage as we like to call it. That's my business partner Brian Davis over there working on his Volvo. Say hi, Brian.
Hey guys.
And this will be where the majority of the automotive work happens. I have a few of our vehicles in here. This is my 55 Buick. Over there is our shop truck that we use for pretty much all our running around and other assorted shop-related duties. pretty much all there is to see. If we go through here, we end up back in our showroom. As I said, yet to be completed. And that's pretty much what makes up Sawyers Vintage Service.